Hi and welcome to another tutorial. In today's lesson we'll learn how to recreate this cool looking animated logo effect using Illustrator and After Effects. So anyways guys, let's jump in. So the first thing that we need here is a logo in Illustrator. So I'm just using a 1000 by 1000 pixel document. Then I'm going to go to the polygon tool and you can find it underneath the rectangle tool. And then what I'm going to do is draw out a polygon. So to get it to a triangle, all you have to do is hit the down key on your keyboard. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to move it to the center of my document. The next thing that I need to do is I need to get rid of the fill and I need to increase the stroke width to about 100. Once you have that, then we have to go to Object, Expand, press OK. And then once we've done that, then we can click on the pen tool and we can draw a line from there and follow it down that part of the triangle. Now I can press Escape and then I'm going to go back to the select tool. I'm going to hold Option and I'm just going to draw another line for the thickness of that cut. So once I've got all that, then I can just select everything, go to the shape builder tool, and then I can hold Option to create that cut in there. So now that I have that, I can get rid of the lines that I had there before. I can press Command or Control A to highlight everything. I can rotate it around. And then what I can do is I can click on this direct selection tool and then curve up all of those angles. And I think that's looking pretty cool, and that's the logo that I'm going to use. So all I have to do is go to File, Save As, and save it as Adobe Illustrator document. So here we are in After Effects, and the first thing that we need to do is create a new composition. So for this composition, I'm just going to go with a 1920 by 1080 pixel document, 30 FPS at a duration of about 10 to 15 seconds. Press OK. The first thing that we need to do is we need to import our logo in here. So if you right click and go File Import, you can import your Adobe Illustrator file. Cool. So now all you have to do is just press OK, and now your logo is in here in the layers. So once we have that, the next thing that we need to do is we need to go to Layer, Create Shapes from Vector Layer, and now we can actually delete the Adobe Illustrator file. If you want to increase the scale, you can press S to do that, and then you can align it to the center of your composition using the Align tools. The other thing that we will add in here is a fill. So if you go and add a fill and change the color to white, now we are ready to create the 3D-ness of this logo. So to make it 3D, what you need to do is you need to click on this button over here, which is called 3D Layer. If you don't see it, go to Toggle Switches and Modes and make sure that you are using Advanced 3D over here as well. I am going to change the views to 2 views so that we can see a top-down view of it. But once we have that, I'm just going to go to the geometry settings and I'm going to increase the extrusion depth. And you can see once I increase that, what actually happens. So I'm going to probably put it to a depth of 80. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to close that layer, open it up again. And then if I go into the anchor point, I'm just going to put this half of whatever my extrusion depth was. So this was going to be in the anchor point 40. And now you can see that that point is moved right in the middle of that. So I can get rid of that and go back to one view. The next thing that we need to do is we can go down here and we can change the bevel style to something that you like and increase the bevel depth to, let's say maybe something like 3. But if you keep on going, you can see what is actually happening there and you have that bevel on the edge. So actually I think that looks pretty good. So I'm going to keep it at that at 10. The next thing in here is to go into the material options and we are going to increase the specular shininess and we're going to put it all the way to 100. So you can experiment around with these settings. Now we need to make it rotate. So if we go into our transform tools and we go to the Y rotation, you click on the stopwatch, and then you go to the end of the composition and let's say it's going to have 2 revolutions. And so now if you preview that, now you will see it moves at that speed. If you want it faster, slower, you can always adjust it in there. Once I have those two keyframes, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to animation, keyframe assistant, easy ease, just to smooth that out. And so now it has a more smoother kind of animation to it. The next thing in here, what we need to do is we need to create a light. So I'm just going to right click in here and go to new light. I want an environmental light, and we can play around with some of the intensity, and we need to make sure that you have cast shadows on here. Press OK. So now that we have the environmental light, you can see how it changes the logo over here. So if I go to the transform settings and if I change some of the X and Y rotation values, you can actually move where this light is. So I'm just going to play around with some of those settings, and now I've got the light up there, and I think that looks pretty good. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to highlight both those layers and then go to layer, pre-compose, and I'm just going to call that logo, move all attributes in there. And now what we need to do is the final touches, which is to add a new solid for the background. So I'm just going to call it BG. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to search for the effect called gradient ramp. And now I can go to color hunt, and I'm going to use this color palette here. So I want the real darkest color out of all those colors. And then I'm just going to change the white and change it to that dark kind of red. I'm going to change it to a radial ramp. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the start of the ramp in the middle and the end of the ramp over here. And then I can play around and swap some of the colors. And then finally, what we can do is we can add some adjustment layers. So if I add a new adjustment layer, put it all the way at the top and add some noise, and let's bump that up to about 10%. Now we have some noise on there, and I think that's looking pretty nice. And the final thing that we can add is I added some glow on the original one, but you can add this plugin which is called VC Color Vibrance, which is a free plugin from Video Copilot. And then you can go and change the color to the color of the background, and that just gives it a slight tint. So if you want to play around with some of the glow settings, you can put the glow in here as well. So if you add glow in there, now it's got like a nice kind of glowy kind of look on there, and I think that's looking pretty cool. So that's about it, guys. Thanks for watching this short tutorial on how to create an animated 3D logo. I hope you learned something. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.